be attacking or defending? Or both? Okay, let's do both.
Okay, so we're going to let this keep playing here, Fernando, but for folks that maybe missed the intro, this is Sketch, joined by multiplayer designer, senior multiplayer designer Fernando here in the studio, giving you a first look at CTF on Fragmentation, one of our new maps that'll be in this preview. Fernando, I'm going to turn it over to you a little bit. We saw a chaotic opening there, by the way, those two Warthogs just head-to-head right out of the gate, but feel free to kind of point out some stuff and, you know, just share a little bit with us some additional context about what we're seeing.
Yeah, I think first of all, like I would like to talk a little bit about the map, right? Like Fragmentation, this is one of my favorite maps in BTB for Infinite. Like has that like Forerunner aesthetic, feels like almost like a campaign level, right? And I don't know, gives me that Valhalla vibes too, you know. So it's like as a big Halo fan, it's just exciting to play on it. Yeah, like so big shout out to Cliff Scholl, that is the level designer of this map. He did an amazing job with it. Yeah, yeah, that was a skewer right there. But yeah, I think that we're playing CTF right now. We have done some tuning, especially for BTB in terms of how CTF plays, right, compared to Arena. I will not give a lot of details on that. I hope that people like get to play it and see it in person. But yeah, we try to make it just to embrace really like collaboration and teamwork. So everyone feels good while playing. Like one of my mantras while working in BTB has been like everyone should feel like a hero in every match, right? Like you should have like a cool moment that you feel like, oh man, I'm amazing, right? I'm great at this game, and hopefully like CTF does that for people. Oh, this is a cool thing I think to mention about the map. We have this thing that we internally call the loot cave, right? Where you can bring your AI and hack the entrance to the loot cave, and yeah, you just have to like be careful there and like escort it while your little guy does its thing.
It's just a sub-objective, right?
Yeah,
like
it's just a sub-objective. Doesn't
team,
have
whoever gets here first gets the loot, essentially.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, right? It's just like an interesting way of bringing more power into the match and getting cool toys to play, right? Like I just like picked up the gravity hammer there and the overshield. So let's see, like find some people there to use my new toys with, right?
You got all the toys right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy escaped.
Yeah, he got lucky there.
Hey, speaking of which, too, I think by default, you guys talked about scaling the experience a little bit. I believe equipment has, like something like the grapple, has more charges in a big team battle than it would in arena by default, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like we figured that given the extra space, right, like this square footage of the maps, it would be nice to be able to play with the toys a little bit more than just like the amount of charges that you would have in arena. And it plays really well, right? Like especially like if you have the grapple shot, you can just like swing around and have fun with it for a bit, and that's pretty incredible.
Oh, you're really gonna take this thing all the way back on foot?
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Okay, you got a little pickup here. Oh.
Yeah, I always like to like drive the flag and just like don't have to walk all the way to the base and getting a driver, which I don't know. Like I think this is a good also moment to talk about how vehicles play into BTB, right? Like I think they're there to be used, but I would say that they are very incorporated into how the mod plays. You'll see that the Razorback can interact with the flag, for example, and they're just like a core part of BTB. So very big shout out to Brian Berryhill, our vehicle designer, that he did an incredible job to make the Warhawk and the Mongoose feel the way it's supposed to feel.
It hurts me to see you lose that hammer after all the trouble you went to
Right?
hack the cave. I'm not sure you got a kill with it.
Oh, I got
yeah,
a good one.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice to be back in the man cannons.
This is the Commando rifle, which is pretty cool weapon, mid-range, right? Like I always put it in between the assault rifle and the battle rifle in terms of like the role it plays when you're like in a combat scenario.
So I believe some vehicles will kind of spawn at each base by default, right? But then in addition, we have this dynamic element where a Pelican's going to fly in periodically and drop off vehicles as well.
Yeah, that's a completely new system that we added for BTB and Infinite. We have like Pelican drops, bringing vehicles at like key moments of the match, right? To like there's like some very smart things running on the back to make sure that we don't affect the balance of the match. Again, big shout out to Patrick Wren, and that he's an awesome designer that make it happen. Both that and the loot cave too, right? So he has been creating cool stuff to make BTB really shine and make it bigger and better than what it was.
And we also have this dynamic element of these ordnance drops as well. I don't know if we've seen one yet in this film, right? But periodically, just cool weapons are going to rain down from the sky, right?
Yeah. So you can be just like wandering around in the map, and out of nowhere, like an ordnance drop falls right in front of you, which is one of my favorite animations in the game, right? Like you just like walk to it, and it explodes, and it shows you like your new toy. And it's a good encouragement for people to just be scavenging around and walking in the space, right? I think that BTB really shines is that you have like different pockets of interaction, right? Like maybe like this corner we are like playing with the objective and like trying to defend the flag, right? But maybe in a different corner somebody's having like a super intense combat, or like somebody else is like trying to stealthy hack the loot cave, for example, right? So there's a lot of moments and there's a lot of things going on in a BTB match. So it's super exciting no matter where you are.
Hey, was that loot cave, does that respawn at any point during the match, or is that kind of a one and done?
No, it respawns. You have to let it reboot. It reboots for a bit, and then you can go at it again.
Okay, cool.
Let's get the hell out of here. They know where we are. Steal the enemy carrier.
Oh man,
You really are the flag runner, huh? You like
I
that.
love running the flag, man. Like it's such a cool moment when you like, you know, you cap it and it explodes, and you know like you are contributing meaningfully to like the outcome of the match. It's just so cool, you know. And like I don't know, ideally like it's a team-based game, right? So even if you don't bring it, like you just bring it to the 50-yard line, and then it's like it's up to somebody else, you know, and keep like moving it like little ants in the match. That's the threat sensor right there, like just putting in one there just in case somebody wants to get close to the loot cave, right? Can turn back.
Hope this gives us an edge.
I usually like to use it like that, right? Like behind a wall, and maybe like I can see some
Flag carrier's
crouching behind or something before I commit to a route.
Enemy flag carrier spotted. You're exposed, Spartan. They spotted us, Spartan. Did some damage.
Really close match.
You know, something else we could mention real quick too. I know we're watching CTF, but in the preview we're gonna have BTB Slayer, BTB CTF, and also a new game mode called Total Control.
Yeah, yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Oh,
There's that
here's the
Pelican
Pelican
drop,
drop.
yeah.
Look at that, so cool. Gets me every time. Yeah. So in terms of modes, we really try to have like a variety of experiences in the BTB part of multiplayer. Like from like very classic BTB Slayer experience, right? It's like how you remember it, you know, just like kill the enemy team, right? To like an in between and an improvement on something like CTF, like I was mentioning, right? To like something completely new like Total Control. Total Control is area control mode where you have to capture 3 different zones at the same time to score. Once you score 1 point, a new set of zones is selected in different parts of the map to add some variety. And the first team that does that 3 times wins the match.
It's super. It's become one of my favorites. It's just so hectic because it just forces everyone into sort of those 3. There's just a lot of intense combat because everyone's kind of switched together trying to get those zones. Big fan of Total Control. Oh, here we go. Oh!
Oh man, so close, huh?
Oh, but it looks like
There it is. It's a win.
you and your team prevailed. I'm sure that your multiplayer colleagues did not go easy on you for the sake of
Yeah,
this live
no,
stream. Right?
everybody